Did you know that part of the reason that Joan of Arc was put to death was because she wore men's pants? It sounds insane. I know it. The judge in her trial was Pierre Cochon, and the tribunal members of the trial were told to devise any sort of pretense for Joan to be punished. Pierre Cochon really took that to heart, and so at the time, Joan could have been kept in a church prison where she would have been watched over by nuns and she would have been safe physically. But instead, what Cochon decided to do was that he decided to keep her at a secular fortress where she was being watched over by male guards. And due to that, there was several instances where she had attempted SA on her, where these guards had attempted SA on her. And part of the reason that they were unsuccessful was because of the male clothing that she was wearing. The male clothing that she was wearing was laced up in a way where it was really difficult to remove it, and Pierre Cochon had the chance to put her into a church prison, but he decided against it. Cochon was told to make the trial look like an inquisitorial trial, but later there were clergy members who admitted that the trial wasn't so much because they believed that Joan was a heretic, but more it was a trial because they wanted revenge. The thing is that Cochon had the opportunity to put her into a church prison where she would have been allowed to wear a dress, but instead he decided that he was going to keep her in a secular prison where every day she was faced with the fact that she might get SA'd because of being a woman. And so she had been prodded and forced eventually into wearing a dress, and once she was donning the dress, the SA became even more prevalent, and even an English lord tried to assault her. So in an attempt to keep herself safe, Joan decided that she was going to wear the men's clothing again, and that was where Cochon got her. Eventually, she was convicted by him on a cross-dressing charge. It didn't really seem to have anything to do with the fact that she went into battle several times over to put Charles of Valois on the throne again. It was all boiling down to the fact that she was a woman wearing men's clothing. And the thing about that is, what is she exactly supposed to do? She's in a situation that is impossible. She has no choice. And so eventually, in order to keep herself safe and to keep herself unharmed and unscathed and probably still traumatized, but at least less traumatized, she decided that she was going to wear men's clothing. And Cochon he ran with it. And he set this trap out for her that she was always going to fall into. It was impossible for her not to. And if you want to learn more about Joan of Arc, where I really focus more on the interpersonal relationships and also her potential cognitive or mental illness, and I talk about that a lot within the episode. If you like history, check out my podcast, Not Your History Class Podcast, wherever you listen to podcasts.